Okay, Pastor Stan here. Just want to give you a little bit of direction in preparation for your first life group meeting in your home. Make sure that you're prayed up and asking God to bless every bit of your efforts. Take it before the Lord. Bathe your first meeting in prayer. Pray for every person that you've invited. Ask God to bring them. And of course, assuming that you've done everything to prepare for those guests of yours to come, your home's obviously clean and the chairs are set up, put them in a circle, make sure that you're doing everything that you can, turn the answering machine on, put the dogs away, and invite everybody that you can. And so let me talk for a few minutes about the first meeting that you'll have to try to set you up for success. The first thing is make sure that you've got name tags for everybody. You want to go ahead and fill them out in advance, but have extras for those people who bring a guest. Somebody might come that you hadn't anticipated, and so you want to have extra name tags so that everybody can get to know each other's name. And then once everything's set up, once the refreshments are done, once your house is prepared for the meeting, be sure that you are ready for people to come. So at the first knock on the door, you shouldn't be in the other room saying, "Hey, come on in." You should be going to the door, greeting them. The more you can know everybody's name so that you can greet them by name, make them feel comfortable and at home. Give them something to drink. Practice hospitality. And so after everybody gathers, after everybody shows up and you've welcomed everybody and you're just helping them to network and get to know each other and where they live and just some of the chit chat, after about 15 minutes you want to gather everybody together in the group and just open the meeting in prayer and let everybody know how thrilled you are that they've shown up for this very first meeting. And then I always like to start this kind of a meeting, especially my highest priority is for them to build some relational bridges, to get to know each other, really to feel comfortable with one another. And so I like to ask a crowd breaker, an icebreaker question. One of my favorites is if you could choose to do anything and knew that you would not fail, you knew that you would be successful at it, what is it that you would like to attempt? What would you like to do? And that generates a lot of questions or answers. It helps people to kind of share what their passion is and what they have a heart for. You can get into the Word, you can talk about the previous Sunday sermon, but the most important thing for me is that relational aspect, that people feel welcome, they feel warmly received, that somebody cares about them. And so once you've done whatever you do in that first meeting time, about 15 minutes before the end, and I encourage most groups to meet for about an hour and a half, so after about an hour and 15 minutes, pull everybody back together and just say, it has been so wonderful to have you here. I want to close the meeting now. I'm going to pray. I want to give you a little bit of a vision. We desire to meet together. Hey, we're all just normal people helping each other to become more like God. We also want to connect with each other and learn to live in community with one another. We know that this is just the beginning, but we believe that this is the beginning of something very special. We hope that you'll be able to come and join us and that you'll be able to commit. In a couple of weeks, we're going to talk about what it means to be a contributing member to a group like this and what it means to bring others and to be the kind of people that brings a smile of approval on God's face, that we might be living in the kind of community that God created us to live. And so you cast a little bit of vision, then you pray, then you dismiss everybody. If those people want to hang out longer, they can hang out. But one of the big things is that you're demonstrating that you want to start on time, you want to finish on time. And when you finish on time, you're saying to people, I'm going to honor your time commitment. It's only going to be an hour and a half. You close the meeting after an hour and a half. Those that want to stick around and talk and connect, they can do that. But those that need to get home, maybe got a babysitter, maybe they've got to be at work early in the morning, they know that you're going to honor your commitment to the completion of the meeting. And so you just stop, everybody stands up, you pray, you dismiss the group. Those who want to ask more questions, they can certainly do so and hang out. But those that need to leave have been given permission to leave. And so congratulations, you just had your very first meeting. You've built some relational bridges, you loved on some people, you got to know some new people as well, and you just began the great adventure of what God has designed for a small group, and that is that we are living in relationships, but we have direction. We want to become more and more like the Lord Jesus Christ. So I hope that helps you. God's best to you. Bye for now.